Unfortunately, both versions of the game, more so global than anything, will experience a very short dead period where nothing is going on until the 18th of March when the Saiyan Day celebration kicks off for both versions of the game. So in this video, I wanted to show you certain things that you can do during the dead period, right? To help you prepare for either Saiyan Day or for future celebrations, because these dead periods where nothing is going on is the best time for you to, you know, catch up on some slack or for you to prepare for certain things in the future. So really quickly, I want to show you this. On the 11th of March, Global will receive the 40th World Tournament. After this, nothing is in the data to come to Global again until March 18th. So basically, Global has a whole week of nothing happening. That's a whole week that you can dedicate to grinding a lot of stuff, which we'll get into in just a second. And for JP, the reason why I said more so for Global than JP is because JP still has like the main headlining EZA for the Ginyu celebration to come, and they also still have the STR Bardock, free-to-play Bardock EZA that hasn't dropped just yet. So Global still has a little bit, no, sorry, JP still has a little bit of content to come, but Global is going to be basically lackluster until the 18th of March. So let's hop into Dokkan really quickly and show you guys a few things that you can do, starting off with this grind right here. If you do not have this done, I won't make you subscribe for this, but today's subscriber challenge is going to be this, okay? If you don't have at least 10 units in your box, link level 10, you got to subscribe to the channel right now. You got caught lacking basically on your link levels. Don't go grind your links, please. If you have less than 10 units, you got to subscribe. If you don't, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. But I would personally recommend getting this Evolution Blue Vegeta done. We know that his EZA will be coming out soon. It was announced during Battle Hour, and many of us are expecting this to drop during Saiyan Day, which means it'll drop for both Global and JP Dokkan. So whether you're Global or JP, main, whatever, get this guy done. Get some equips on him. Get him to full link level 10. I recommend you could either go full... I went full equip for this guy because he does so many super attacks and attacks and stuff. But you can definitely go just full additional, whatever the heck you really want to do. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, get this guy done. Awaken him if you don't have him awakened. Get him link level 10. You have a full week to get this done. Yes, look at all these, like, it's not going to be you know, a grind that's going to waste your time. And if he doesn't receive an EZA on Global, or if it doesn't come out for both versions of the game, or even during Saiyan Day, at least you have another unit in your box ready to go for when his EZA does come, which again, it was already confirmed. So there you guys go. Consider getting this guy done if you haven't already. Next, I want to mention grinding up as much Zenny as possible. We know that Dokkan is currently going crazy with a lot of EZAs, so you really want to hammer home grinding up a lot of Zenny for future EZAs, and I expect that Saiyan Day will have a lot of that. So go to any of these, you know, OG EZAs, see what you can beat, and then go ahead and grind some Zenny for that. And before you get on my case for having only 365 or 56 million, let me go to sell real quick. As you guys can see, I have a lot of Zenny, over 400 of these, 120 of these, 150. Like, I have a lot of Zenny. I've been grinding up a lot, so I'm good. Trust me, I can definitely sell this at any point that I want. I don't really need to right now, so I'll hold on to it. But yeah, I've been grinding a lot of Zenny. So what I'm telling you to do are things that I've done myself. Okay. Second thing I want to talk about is either getting any of your Prime Battle LRs done. Which, by the way, these Prime Battle LRs are going to be necessary to take on certain free-to-play events in the future, most likely, like how this cell is required for the Trunks EZA. So if you don't have certain free-to-play units done, especially these Prime Battle LRs, consider getting them done, because I would not be surprised if a new LR drops or a new LR EZA drops and you need this Trunks to get that done. So I have a whole guide already on the channel talking about how to grind every single free-to-play unit to get this Trunks done. So consider watching that if you haven't already. But yeah, this whole week is your chance, whether you're Global or JP, to grind up units that you haven't grinded up just yet. Or you can also complete some challenges you have not yet completed. Like for me, I mean, I have a lot of stuff I haven't done just yet. I'm waiting to do it on stream. But for those of you that aren't content creators, you don't stream anything like that, consider hopping into the Legendary Vegeta event and see what teams you still need to, or what missions you still need to complete, right? To basically complete the whole event. See what stages of this event you haven't completed just yet. See what stages of SBR or ESBR you haven't completed just yet, and try and get that stuff done. Maybe farm up some units in your box, maybe, you know, awaken some units, and do your best to see if you can challenge yourself to beating certain events. Because again, like, these do give stones. Some of them do give tickets to someone on banner, so you never know what you could pull for those tickets. Every single stone counts, especially if you're on Global Dokkan right now, so consider going through and trying to beat anything that you haven't beat already. It will consume some time until Saiyan Day does drop. Another thing I want to mention are these 3 events specifically, these 3 right here. So for the first one, this is literally an amazing place to grind training items. If you need training items, if you're low on training items, especially if you recently started the game, you want to grind stage 6 of this event, and you want to bring the Super Saiyans category to get as many drops as possible. I do believe you get anywhere from 2 to 4 drops, which is like it's not anything crazy, but this event takes less than a minute to do. So you dedicate, you know, like 30 minutes to this, you're gonna have literally a few hundred Z swords. Maybe not a few hundred Z swords, okay, but around 100 Z swords, which is definitely good for 30 minutes of grinding, and it's definitely going to help you when you're trying to awaken specific units. And these 2 events as well, these 2 story events, I don't know what events are currently out for JP, but you can still follow this same method, right? Go to story events, see what these story events offer you in terms of the information tab, and see what you can grind, whether it's treasures for Kais, whether it's training items, anything, even Zenny you can also grind right now. But for these 2 events specifically, for this one specifically, if you have any base form Gokus in your box that are not Super Attack 10, grind up this Goku and get him Super Attack 10. Same thing with this event in terms of any base form Vegetas you may have in your box. If they're not SA10, grind up this free-to-play Vegeta and get that unit in your box SA10. Again, it's just more box maintenance. It's making sure your units are good to go whenever, if ever, you need them. And we know a bunch of units continue to get EZAs. Units become relevant again, so you don't want to get caught lacking having a unit at SA1 because you didn't take the advantage of a dead period to get it done. So consider getting that done. And then last but not least, honestly, like if you're grinding Zenny, you're grinding up a bunch of missions you haven't done just yet, or free-to-play units, or let's say you're done, you have a lot of training items, all of your units are max, or all of the units that you can farm currently in terms of their super attack are already done. What I would recommend you do, if I can actually speak English here, is go to your mission guide, or your mission little tab thing, go to event, and see what you haven't completed yet that could get you some extra items and some extra stones. So for example, if I go to the current set of missions for the current celebration on Global, I still have to complete a lot of Dokkan events, right? So if I do this and I complete all of these missions, I can get an extra 5-6 stones right there, some extra keys, some extra training items, stuff like that. So this is still something, it may not be the most fun thing ever, but it's still something for me to do and take advantage of before the Saiyan Day celebration starts. And it's literally extra stones. 1 stone can be the difference, guys, between having a multi or not, and all it takes is 1 multi to pull a new LR or to pull a new Dokkan Fest that you really want. So every single stone counts. I'll definitely take care of this before Saiyan Day even begins. But as you guys can see, I still have a lot of different missions and stuff I haven't completed yet, so it's a lot for me to do and focus on for the future, before Saiyan Day actually begins. Or just, again, grinding up a lot of Zenny, Kais. There's a lot of Kais available in a lot of these missions. It's just way beyond Saiyan Day, right? Let's just say if you're global and you really want, to farm up, the super attack of the STR Kid Buu if you decide to summon for him. These Kais can definitely help you with that. Same thing for the Goku or something on Goku. Literally anything you want. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this video was of some value to you. It really is in your best interest to focus and try to find out what you can really do during this dead period, what you can get a head start on. Also, to give you an example, I do have an EZA when category in my box. So these are literally every single unit in the game, except for the Android. I have not done the Android EZA just yet because, again, I'm waiting to do it on stream. But all of these units are SA5 in my box right now, waiting for their EZA on a global. So I definitely have a lot of units done here. I don't recommend doing it for every single unit unless you can, obviously, but consider getting a head start just like this, right? Because we know that these OG units, especially these free-to-play units, are getting EZAs at some point. So if you have nothing to do, why not grind all of these? As you guys can see, like every single unit here is SA5, 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 awaiting an EZA. That way, when the EZA drops, all I got to do is feed them in. I have nothing else to do. So it's just getting a head start. Stuff like that can really help you, especially if you're tight on time in the future. So again, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you learned something or gained some type of value in this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I'm gonna go, learn some English, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.